1층 문이 열립니다.
오른쪽 계속 이렇게 가는 말이야? 아유.
올라갑니다. 4층
그런 것 같은데?
내려갑니다.
이것도 아닌데? Oh God. 아니, 이게 진짜 바보야. 3층이라고. 마지막. Okay, so there's a lot of background noise and I kind of lost the sunlight and like it's just really a mess right now, but I feel like it's a really good time to talk to you guys right now. I'm feeling some strange, like really strong feels right now. So if you're interested in a rant on I'll keep it short, a short rant on like the real struggles, like a real example of the struggles that come with living abroad, please, you can keep watching. I can't guarantee it's gonna be good, but you know, I'm gonna do my best. So today I went out with my KOP. Oh, I shouldn't say his name. And watched Spiderman Far From Home. Yes, we got to watch it a day early because it's in Korea, right? So I'm like, hey, that's lit. And I was planning to go with my friends too, but they caught one before us, so I had to go. It was just us. So I was like, oh, whatever. It's not gonna be a big deal. Like, okay. Like, oh well, it doesn't matter. While we're watching this, I'm gonna keep the spoilers to a minimum, but you shouldn't be watching this if you haven't watched it. I'm telling y'all, like, the feels, if you've seen Endgame, if you haven't seen Endgame, what are you doing here? Bye. It started out, like, just everything with him being the new Tony and stuff, like, that got me serious. And, like, y'all thought the scene crying in Infinity War was bad with Tom Holland? Bro, his one this time, I'm not bawling. I'll talk about that later. But I'm sitting here like tearing up. And if people who know me know, I don't cry in no movies. Endgame was one of the first ones that got me. Endgame, The Upside, and this. Okay, so what I said I was going to talk about. The cultural disconnect that is there in the movie theater, you can feel that. You know, when you're watching a movie back home or at home, wherever you guys are at, everyone knows the references. Everybody is feeling like the same type of things. You know, that music comes on, they all rocking. Like, when these jokes are made, I'm looking at these subtitles, and you know, I can read a little. I can do a little Korean. You know, I'm reading it. I'm like, that's not what this says. And I'm like, oh, these jokes are not getting it. But like, stuff was funny. And I'm sitting here like, these people don't know what's going on. Like, that is so sad. I mean, no, that makes it sound like I'm being pitiful. No, that's not what I'm saying. But it's just like, it was not really there. Like, it's like explaining a joke to someone. It's not the same. So I'm sitting there like, oh, the stuff I'm dying laughing to, I'm just stifling this stuff, and because it's quiet, it's silent. I don't know if that's just the theater culture here, but it was quiet. There was a few laughing parts, and the points where people laughed, I was not like laughing. Like, it was really strange. But it was those moments, like those heartfelt moments. I didn't know if it was touching people, and it just wasn't a cultural thing to do that, or if people weren't really feeling it, or if it didn't have the same impact. And I'm a minimal impact, like, kind of, let me not say that. Cut that out. Oh shoot. I'm gonna keep going anyways. So it was just like, I'm sitting here like almost crying. I'm exposing myself like way too much right now, but it was just really hitting me. And Spider-Man has been part of my childhood. I have seen every single, all like 9 movies. And all the Marvel movies. I know there's people who are here that could have seen that, but I mean, it's just something different. There's like something so like American about it that I feel like it's a different experience for you know, like Americans. And I don't want to discount anyone who watches it anywhere else, so that's not what I'm here to say. But it was so stifling being in there, knowing that I have no Americans to my left, to my right, and I have like the Korean guy that I just met. You know, great. Love him, you know. But I mean, it was so stifling. I wanted to say something, but there's nothing to say. I have to try and switch languages. In that whole movie, I felt like I didn't know a lick of Korean. It was so strange. And when I tell you, when I got out, as soon as everything cut, I was so uncomfortable. It was the most uncomfortable. It was worse than the culture shock of coming to this country. And there was culture shock coming here, but that switch from like that just hardcore piece of my childhood, and then jumping right back into everything Korean and not being able to convey how I felt about the movie, not being able to convey how shocked I was about the things that I seen in my childhood in these movies, and now coming out, it was just, I had a physical headache. I'm not exaggerating when I say that. I'm not. I'm sitting there, I don't know what to talk about with my KLP. That was the most uncomfortable moment I've had on this trip, period, point blank. I'm not lying to you. Nothing else has been harder than that. Talking to him, trying to explain how much Spider-Man like meant to me as a series, because I couldn't talk about anything in the movie. Trying to talk about how my little brother, when he was 4, got for his birthday Christopher is Spider-Man tape, trying to explain that, how he got a little version, his own version of the movie. When I finished struggling through that explanation, there was nothing for him to say, so we changed the subject. And I felt so just what am I doing here? Like, I just had such a bad moment just then. And then as I can tell you, let me just be 100% with you guys. When I was walking past, like I'm walking to the 지하철역, I'm walking to the subway station, and I'm hearing English come out of the speakers, and something in me is just angry. Like, it is so strange. I was sitting there hearing words, and I'm like, angry. I'm like, why can't I express myself right now? And like, I can't say an okay level at Korean, but I'm spending my whole days, you know, talking to people in Korean. And it was just that moment of just 답답함. It was so strong. It felt so tangible, and I felt so just stupid, disconnected, isolated in that moment that I had no idea what to do. And I can assure anyone who wants to do anything like this that you're gonna feel that at some point. I don't know when it's gonna happen, but you're just gonna, there's gonna be a low point like this. And it is so strange to me that I'm saying this is a low point after watching a Marvel movie. I had no idea that was what was gonna happen, but that is 100% what happened. So I'm just putting that out there. This was part a warning to let everybody know who wants to do this. This is not all fun and rainbows. This is not all K-pop and oppas or whatever. Like, it's real in these streets. It's real out here. And I love this place so much. Let me end by saying that I love this place so much, and I feel like this is growing me like so much just by being here. All of this is just my feelings, and I tell you, if I took this video 5 minutes beforehand, bro, I'd be yelling, I'd be screaming in this video, because I was just so affected by it. So I just wanted to let you guys know. And if you watch this point, like, you are the real. Like, thank you. Like, yes, you're the real. That was all, probably. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace.